Wait, where's...
Don't do that. No. We're not doing that.
Brian?
We're not. No.
I
don't know what we're doing. We're not doing that.
All right.
Oh my God, guys, where's Brian? Whoa.
He's gone.
Where'd
he go?
We're not. No. Oh.
Yes.
I knew you were
We
going to
have
say
standards.
that. I was about to say three better.
Standards. Oh, hey, Brian.
Say that.
Oh, hey,
Brian.
Brian.
There we go.
There he is.
All right.
Look who finally decided to show up.
Yes, it's like we're playing Where's Waldo?
Producer and host.
Look what the cat dragged in.
He's better than us now. Gets to just show up whenever he wants to, Mr. Host Guy.
I know. Darn. I was
I think he just walked in. Yeah, exactly.
The ego.
We've been here since 6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, I purposely did this all wrong and acted like I didn't know. But either way, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Be For Real. We are a little different. No graphic. It is pretty much raw shots. Yes, I said that.
Raw dog and Be For Real.
Raw dog.
There you go.
Because, well, there's no one in that room. If I could turn the camera and show you, there is not one single person watching us, and I wouldn't be shocked if someone walks through that door. Hopefully no one steals anything. I don't know. We should be locked in, but whatever the case is, we have no graphics. We just have simply us being real. So
Just some guys. Let's go.
I'm
Oh, I like
excited.
that.
I'm excited. We do have a good full panel on with us. Obviously, you guys know Caden, Drew, blah, blah, blah. You know them. Don't need another introduction, but I'm happy that they are back with me. But I have two new panelists in Grant and Will.
Hey, what's up?
So I am ecstatic. They did not think they were going to be on, and then all of a sudden, I was like, who cares about production people? We don't need them.
Production people. Yeah.
But shout out to our production team.
We're
We
all
miss
here
Connor, and we very much appreciate Zach. We almost had this, but
Coming in
the
clutch.
reason why this looks so good is because Zach was able to help us, even though Grant and I got pretty close.
We tried our best. We tried.
Grant and I got really close to
tried.
getting it, but we finally did get here. So like I said, there's no one back there. So it's just us and you.
Zach Black is not in the back.
Zach Black is
I
not
like-
in
I
the
like
back.
that.
I like that. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some hot takes. I will go first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pass it to the new members.
Okay.
You guys are ready?
Okay,
New
I'm
panelists.
Born ready.
So I've been thinking about this. I actually thought about this the day after I had done Be For Real last week, and I'm gonna have to think how I want to phrase this. I think this is not even like a hot take. This is just an opinion. I hate the fact that people can't just be genuine anymore. They always have to be nice for a reason. And I absolutely hate it. Because I'm just thinking, when a guy goes onto a girl's thing and says, oh, you look pretty, or oh, you look this, they think it's because they want to get in bed with them. Or it's the same thing with the girl. If a girl goes over and is like all like fawning over, like, you know, going over a guy or something and being nice to him, they think it's because the girl wants to like sleep with the guy. When in any case, I just want it back. I want the freedom to be nice to people to be back, and I just get frustrated with it.
Absolutely, because so much niceness is like when you have something to gain and stuff out of it. So people always assume that. It's always like, what's your angle? What do you have to gain? Being nice, I actually fully agree. I've talked to Drew about this before. Like, I fully agree. I wish
we talked about
I
it
wish
a
you could be. I wish you could be. I wish everyone's a little too fake. And I don't want to be like everyone's fake nowadays. But like, I think everyone's always been like that, and it's a little annoying.
Everything is so like scripted, kind of like nowadays.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
it's so much like reading and figuring out the right thing to say and the right opinions to have and the bit and act to have and stuff. And it's a little annoying. Yeah.
I think a large part is because of like social media. Like you see all these like things where it's just like the extremes of social relationships, and just with that you'll get people just doing all these weird things. Now people assume that you're going to have all these weird angles that you wouldn't usually have.
I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the same thing I was thinking. Social media really just like blew it up, which is it frustrates me. So it's not really a hot take. It's just an opinion.
And I'll say real quick. I think social media puts people into groups easier, and then you want to calculate what group you want to be in. So then you're more focused on like figuring out like exactly what you want to be. Because now like you could say like, oh, I love I don't know, dude. I love football, and it's like you're automatically like, oh, football like type of group and stuff like that. That's not a great example, but yeah, there's different cliques and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sums up high school pretty well.
Yeah.
now it's just high school for everyone, no matter what age.
Yeah.
You can't just escape it when you turn 18.
Yep.
So
Social media is a lot like high school.
it is a lot like it. But I will move on to the end of the table. Grant, will you have a hot
All
take
right.
or opinion?
So mine is a football hot take.
Ooh.
Keep this in mind. I'm from the great state of Alabama. So
Oh,
I have
no.
a little bit of bias here.
Oh no.
So prepare for this. And my hot take is football related.
No.
My hot take is that Jalen Milroe in this draft is QB2.
I thought you were going to say that Alabama should be in the college football playoff for a second. I was about to
I thought you were gonna
to
say
the
like I
scale.
thought you were gonna do like a little Saban, little like 2010s Bama thing, and I was about to be like.
I can.
I thought you were gonna say
Don't get
he
me
was
started. I grew
QB1.
up.
Let's talk about- I
I
wanna hear
grew
about
up
Milroe.
an
Let's hear about
Alabama
Milroe.
fan. I will defend him.
Let's hear about Milroe.
All right, so Jalen Milroe, I just think that he is just a better prospect than Shadur Sanders. I think Cam Ward's QB1. I don't think we can argue that. I say he's better.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
That's a different take.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But so I say Cam Ward QB1. I say Milroe QB2 based off of what he could be. If you're a team drafting in the top 5 where you're going to take a QB, you need to draft for the future. And Shedeur Sanders, I feel like, is almost a complete prospect where he's not going to get that much better. Milroe has the intangibles, the speed, the size, and we've seen flashes of what Milroe can do. And I just think that when given a chance, when sitting behind a quarterback for maybe a year, will be a better quarterback in the future than Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur has very good processing. We know that. Shedeur has a decent arm. We know that. I feel like to counter you, kind of, I feel like I could say that about any quarterback. Like they are decent enough to like be ahead of Shedeur. Because I'm also a Shedeur hater. I hate Shedeur.
Yeah.
I don't want the Giants.
How do you feel? Like, when you say you're like, do you have any belief in Shedeur? Like, are you?
I do believe in him, but I feel like he's been almost a little bit coddled throughout his career. I mean, he's had his coach like every year of his football career, and of course, I believe that he can be a good quarterback, but we haven't seen him without his dad being his coach, who knows everything about him. It's going to take a lot for him to adjust to a new coach.
Dad might go with him.
What? You got it.
Okay, but like, I don't think Jalen Milroe would even be considered a top quarterback in this draft if he didn't go to Alabama.
Okay, but like, who else would be like? So I do get that, but like, I watched a lot of Jalen Milroe in my life. I've seen him last year. I've seen what he can do, and I don't know what happened this year. To be honest, I have no idea. It was appalling, to be honest with you. But I've seen the potential, and he has the arm strength, he has the running ability, and he can become a better quarterback than Shedeur.
Is there anything about Milroe that doesn't also apply to Kentucky Will Levis? I think they're very, very similar prospects. And I think you could say the same thing at the time about Levis, is like get a strong arm, athletic guy, and just let him sit for a year, and then maybe he'll develop into something great.
I would compare him more to like an Anthony Richardson than a Will Levis. And
Richardson's more of a freak than Milroe, though. He's like
Richardson's better, more athletic.
So then if we're talking about
Yeah, but Richardson
I
had the
don't know.
experience.
I
To me, Jalen Milroe almost reminds me of J.J. McCarthy, the way he's looked at in the draft.
Okay.
As in, everyone last year was like, J.J. McCarthy shouldn't be a first-round pick, but because of the volume of quarterbacks, because of the amount of quarterbacks, and because of the quarterback-needy teams, he could be picked high, and they'll be like, he can develop under a Kirk Cousins, for example, or a Sam Darnold, and learn how to play.
I think
That's
also
where I think
it's a result of a weak quarterback class.
yes.
Yes, very much.
It is
very much.
I don't think he
Why
would
it's
be
not a
this
mistake.
high.
It's a weak class.
It's the most overhyped quarterback.
I'd take Will Howard over
You think
him.
it's overhyped?
Well,
I think.
okay.
Well, I think it's just
that's
yeah.
I think it's an overhyped.
I think Malik Willis, Desmond Ritter in the first round was a little more overhyped than this one. That was a thing.
But they never
Kenny
did.
Pickett-
Malik Willis was a third
Malik
round.
Malik was like 8th overall to the Falcons. I remember Kenny Pickett was going like first and stuff. That was pretty overhyped.
You know, I
This
saw
one-
Malik Willis first overall, which was insane.
This one just gives me like the
Malik
2022
Willis
vibes.
first overall.
Will Levis was 2nd overall pick, like the day before the draft. The betting lines flew because of Reddit post, right?
And guess what? The
one
Titans
just,
picked
like-
both of them.
Yeah, this one just gives me
Not a single one of them worked.
This one just gives me a 2022 vibe where it's like everyone's saying they're going to go first, and it's like you're not going to have 2 drafts in a year or you're not going to have back-to-back drafts in the NFL where you're going to have 6+ or 5+ quarterbacks taken in the first round. It's just not going to happen. This is going to be very heavily defensive lineman, offensive lineman related.
It's gonna be a very meat and potatoes draft for sure. Just
We
the
don't even know
boring.
No, I do actually agree on that.
We don't know if a
Because
quarterback
Tennessee
is.
said they're just going to take best available.
Yeah, I have seen.
Yeah.
I have seen Abdul
said-
We don't
Carter.
got time for this. I'm gonna save this for other stuff. But I got a lot of Tennessee Titans first pick stuff
Hey,
to say.
I'm here for it.
That's not be for real. Yeah,
That is for the extra point.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited.
Go watch that show. It's like, all right. So Grant, I love the hot take. I love it for the first one. Will, would you like to follow it up?
Sure. All right, I'm going for more of a music take here.
Love it.
I think that over the next 5 years, Tate McRae is going to be the best female singer of any artist.
He is the best.
Are you a Tate McRae?
Celebrity crush. Yes.
Wow.
Greedy was on my Spotify Wrapped. It was 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Glow?
Glow? I cannot stand her.
I like.
Great shot right
I'm
now.
a big Glorilla fan.
See, like, I respect people liking Glorilla. I just can't find what's interesting about her.
No. She had one good song. I don't. She's very good as a rap artist. I don't think she'd be a top artist. I like the Tate
No,
McRae take.
I agree on that. I do.
I love that.
Look, Tate McRae's released the first 3 songs of her next album that's coming out. They're pretty solid. They're getting a good reception. She's already got a tour ready to go. She knows what she's doing.
She's great. Yeah.
Justice finishing up her last tour. Her last album was really good. In my opinion.
It was. No, it was. I fully agree with you.
Inkling was a good album.
Right now. It was. Inkling was a good album.
Do you
She's a
think
good
she's
artist.
gonna overtake Taylor Swift in 5 years?
No.
Like do you
No.
like in
That's-
general, what do you mean
Or do you
like?
think she's like a
an
top
icon?
selling?
No.
She's nobody's passing Taylor.
She's gonna be the next.
I might just not understand the
Like
question.
white girl music, you hear it like Study, and you're like, yes, she's gonna be another. She's gonna join like that
She's gonna
list.
be Katy
Like the
Perry,
I'm not saying
Beyonce.
exactly. It's gonna be Katy Perry, Miley
She's
Cyrus.
gonna be one of those names.
She's gonna do
That's
like
fair.
some
I
sort
like
of
that.
Pitbull, and they're gonna go crazy at a club.
I think she is like similar in a way to Taylor Swift. She has a very like young following that will like grow with her. So she'll gain more. She's not gonna like lose followers.
She's been doing this since she's like 11 too. She's been posting music since she's 11.
She's the Canadian Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Possibly.
yeah.
She's still really young.
Is she
She's
like
20.
And she's like dating Kid Laroi.
She's got
Yeah,
like,
Oh yeah.
I'm taller than the Kid Laroi. I got that, and she's also my age. We're locked. Yeah.
she's dating a hockey player.
Hayden King's in her DMs as we
She's an
speak.
NHL player.
Dude.
I feel like
literally my
also,
celebrity crush.
but I feel like also dating Kid Laroi like really helped her, at least in the American population a little bit,
He's
just because he was
Australian,
already
yeah,
kind of
probably,
set.
yeah.
He was already kind of set. He had made
solid.
connections.
Yeah.
And then it grew her like fan base, and now she's probably gonna blow up. I really like.
He's also not super talented, and he's famous. So I'm sure he has good industry connections that could help her out.
That's what I'm
but I also
saying,
think she is talented.
He's more of
I
a
don't-
producer. He's like
Hey,
kinda
you're not
falls
an
into
industry plant, and I love you, but you know, yeah.
This is
Future-
a this
future
is
mother to
a
your kids.
Future
pro
mother of my
Tate
children,
McRae
Tate McRae,
show.
of course. Yeah.
Pro
exactly.
Tate McRae.
This is a pro Tate McRae show.
I can get behind the show.
I like this. I like
Absolutely.
this. We're
As
gonna
long
start
as you're
taking
pro
I was
Tate
not expecting
McRae.
that reaction.
Yes, bro. That's all
He
he
talks about Tate all the time.
Well,
I
because
promise you.
this is such a stupid person to be like, I was a fan before, but like, she was my celebrity crush when no one knew she was, and now people know she is, and so now when they say, who's your celebrity crush, I get to like, give it real, I get to say, because I used to say someone that wasn't mine.
For real for that.
Exactly, yeah, because I used to have to lie with like my second favorite, because they know the second favorite. Now I can say Tate McRae, and I'm happy she's getting to that thing where I can do that. Yeah.
Good for you, Tate McRae.
Tate
Shout out-
McRae, if
shout
you're
out
one of the
Tate.
few people watching this,
Shout out
thank
Tate,
you so
he
much. Shout out Tate.
good to hear. Yeah.
Shout out to Matthew
Follow us on
Patricio.
Instagram.
Shout out a singer this year, man. Who
Tate McRae, sorry, I couldn't go to your concert. I had
We
to.
should go to a Tate McRae concert.
I had to. I had tickets, but they ended up being the same day as move-in day, so I had to end up selling them.
Oh.
Did you
Tate
actually?
McRae, come to
moving
Death
there,
Valley.
yeah.
Come to Death Valley, yeah.
Oh
Yeah, join Big X the Plug and come see
You
music.
can stay in the lot. Yeah. You can stay at my apartment.
Come on my
Make
podcast.
it happen.
Come on,
Talk a
Jello
little
going.
Clemson. Talk a little
Yeah,
Clemson.
it's perfect.
All right,
All right.
Drew, go.
Drew, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, some will call this an ESPN hot take because of how absurd it is to other people, but I believe in it. The Eagles have more of a chance to three-peat over the next 3 years than the Chiefs do to win this Super Bowl game coming up.
The next three people will be the Eagles. I think that's a quick way.
So-
That is crazy.
The reason
Okay.
is
You said
because
the next, the
So
next
he's
three.
saying
Three-peat.
now.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The next
Now.
three
Oh,
people.
you're saying
Now.
okay.
they will be the first team to three-peat over the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is
on
why.
one more game.
Because,
Super team.
yeah, one more game. But the Eagles will win that game because they have every single position covered. Tell me a position they don't have covered. But maybe
Compared to
tight
the
end. Maybe
Chiefs.
tight end.
Punter. So they don't need a punter.
No.
They actually do have a good punter.
But it's compared to
Okay.
Mahomes, yeah. It's
You
just,
can give me a
It's
quarterback.
just like the Niners last year.
It's covered.
Just,
It's
a
covered,
way
but
better
instead of
roster
being
versus
covered by
Patrick
like
Mahomes.
insurance, it's
They-
covered by
yeah.
like your grandmother's like.
They have a perfect backline
Health
with
recipe.
rookies everywhere in their backline, and they're proving that they
They're
are
secondary.
studs. They are
Soccer.
absolutely
Do they have a
dogs.
fullback though?
Be quiet. They have Will Shipley.
I was their
the GOAT.
assistant
Shipley.
passing
One
coach.
touchdown last week.
Yes,
the
son,
legend.
shout out Shipley. Yeah.
Dude, that is insane.
Come on
I
the
think
podcast.
the Eagles have one of the most complete rosters I've ever seen. I think just like last year, it was amazing roster versus Patrick Mahomes, and I think that Mahomes wins that usually. And so it's hard to bet against. Never. You said on the show, never bet against Mahomes. You know.
I did say never
Now,
bet
and he
against
did
Mahomes
bet.
doesn't know how to lose.
He doesn't.
Now,
know.
mind you, if you don't know anything, you might just think he's a crazy Eagles fan. He's actually a Giants fan.
I am a Giants
It's-
fan.
He is a born and raised, blue-blooded Giants fan
From Jersey.
from Jersey,
oh my
and he is saying the Eagles will three-peat before the Chiefs. Like, will have a better chance of three-peating before
I
the
hate
Chiefs.
saying it,
He
but
like-
I always say what I think, and this is
that's
genuinely
why.
what I think.
You got to
like,
be for real, and that's
respects-
exactly what you have to do.
Drew like respects and roots for Saquon, which is like the best way to describe Drew as a human being possible. Like he's like the most loyal and forgiving person and stuff. Yeah, he's already like I love Saquon.
Big compliments
yeah,
today.
Absolutely, yeah.
Man, this is just a compliment of the show.
Being genuine.
Being shout out.
We're so supportive today, guys. We're all agreeing with each other today. We're all agreeing.
We are all agreeing. I
Low-key, we're all
realized that
agreeing.
earlier. Well, no, sorry. I disagree with you. The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl. It's a dumber take.
Why
yeah.
are the Chiefs
I
going
just-
to win the Super Bowl?
Because
of Mahomes.
Mahomes, yeah,
Because of
never bet
Mahomes.
against
By
Mahomes.
2 scores.
Yeah,
I got Eagles.
Mahomes. Yeah.
But
they're
I
going
think-
I don't think they're
Mahomes.
three-peating, but I got Eagles.
I think
They won the last
Jalen
15
Hurts and
games.
Saquon Barkley is a better duo than Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
No.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Patrick.
Hold on.
I think
This year?
No,
This
no,
year,
no.
I would
This
agree.
year, This year,
Mahomes.
this year.
Kelsey's like a
No,
little,
I mean like in the
Luka
Super
wash,
in a game.
I'd
I'd
say.
rather have Mahomes and Kelsey.
No, if you're talking about this year,
This
which
year,
duo?
I would rather have Jalen Hurts.
Like in the
I have a
months
hot
of
take on
September,
Barkley. I'm
October,
gonna-
and November,
I
they
have
played
a
better. But I think in
theory.
the Super Bowl, I'd rather give me Mahomes and I don't give me Mahomes and Kadarius Toney. over Jalen
Overall,
Hurts
for
and
the
Saquon.
whole season,
Yeah.
I'm taking Jalen
In the
Hurts,
Super Bowl, hell yeah.
Saquon Barkley
I have,
every
I have
single
a
game.
theory though about the Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs are going to win, and I think the Chiefs win. Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift and then retire.
You should.
And it's going to be
It would be
the
sick.
corniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, but the world's going to love it. And
No.
I will stop watching football that day.
I would love it because it's all over. Taylor Swift is out of football at that point,
need
and then they ride off in the
Travis
sunset.
retires, she's
Once Travis retires, he's out of football, and they get married, and it's like it's fine. Yeah,
The Chiefs win. Travis should retire.
yeah, absolutely.
He's got nothing.
Travis,
the greatest
I
signing
think
of all
Chris
time.
Jones too.
Probably the
Chris
greatest
Jones should
signing.
retire too if they win.
Travis and Jones, yeah, I think so too. And then next year will be another case of the Chiefs aren't actually that good; they're not going to win the Super Bowl, and they'll
They
do
win
it
it
again.
again.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll
It'll
do
be
it without
every
Travis Kelce.
With some
every
they're
single
playing name
year.
right end you've never heard of
Every
before.
single
They're playing
year.
chestnut checkers. They're like, we're going to show you how good Mahomes
The
is
Chiefs
by
don't
getting
go into the offseason thinking how do we get better. They think how can we make everyone like leave us so we can win a Super Bowl again and shock
How can we
everyone,
make
you know?
everybody not?
Yeah,
believe us?
exactly. How can we be underdogs somehow again? How can
we
say
be
no one
worse than
believes us?
last year and still win a Super Bowl?
Exactly.
They're testing the boundary of how
They've
bad
been
you
doing
can
it
be.
for so long. They were like, let's just have no receivers, and then that worked. And now they're just
And they're like, all right, let's just have no
How can we
receiving threat.
4P?
exactly.
Don't start. Please don't start with that.
Yo, Chiefs 4P.
I don't
Calling
want to think
Yeah.
about
Chiefs
that.
go 6.
All right, do you want to wrap us up on the hot takes?
Oh yeah, I got you. So we should cancel no one. I don't think anyone in the history of artistic medium should ever have been canceled. And cancel culture is not only ridiculous, it shouldn't exist. I have a little bit of a speech on it and stuff, and I'll be quick because I know we have time and all that. Now you got your class. When I was in second grade, I made a second grade girl cry. Me and my friends did. And it was fun. You know how 7
always
boys
fun.
are evil and stuff. So I made a second.
every day.
Yeah, I made a 7-year-old girl cry because we told her that Justin Bieber drinks alcohol and he gets drunk and it rocked her world.
That may
She was
have not
so
been
sad.
under
She started
Oh no.
she started crying and she was so sad and it rocked her world. It's so sad. I kind of feel bad about it now, even though it's been 12 years. I'm sure she's fine, but I still sometimes think about it, feel bad.
After hearing
But
the latest news, she should be fine.
as kids,
Sorry, go ahead.
as kids, when celebrities do things like that, it rocks your world because it's like your hero and you care so much about the celebrities and you have this parasocial relationship with them. When you grow up, I feel like as adults, we still do that. And I say we, I'm an adult, but I feel like even older than me people, we still do that, but we just try to rationalize it and make it make sense and stuff. And I think that's ridiculous. And basically the take as a whole, okay, is like Van Gogh ripped his ear off. He was definitely crazy, okay? Mozart used to send letters to wanting to shit on girls and stuff like that. He'd be like, hey, let me do that and stuff. Albert Einstein, I know Albert Einstein isn't an artistic person, but he saw the world differently because of his mind, and that led to innovation and creativity. He married his cousin. He was a weird dude. He had some weird quotes and stuff. He had some crazy things he said. Walt Disney was a Nazi. Everyone is crazy. And I think you should just all have, when Kanye West, this is the last thing I'll say, when Kanye West says Kanye West things, my thought process is, man, this dude is messed up in the head with a pretty warped and twisted worldview. But whatever's wrong with his brain weirdly leads to fascinating art and music, fascinating music. It's so weird how the human mind is. Anyways, I'm gonna listen to Kanye West. And I think people that get so mad when a celebrity has some kind of weird political opinion or says something ridiculous. It's we should just stop having these relationships with their influence. And if we all just don't listen to them and just respect their product, it'll all be better.
I actually disagree because I feel like cancel culture is everyone has their own opinion and you can either sway towards them being canceled. It's a general population thing, so it's more the individual people, because some people like Kanye West, some people don't like Kanye West. It's not like some people cancel him and some people don't. So I don't think cancel culture should be canceled as a whole because it's a person's opinion.
I think that people shouldn't look at celebrities and see their beliefs and have that affect whether or not they listen to their art and listen to their product. Is what I'm saying about that.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I
I don't think that,
I personally don't agree with that.
I got you. I think if I love Taylor Swift and then Taylor Swift says political things I don't agree with, I'll still listen to her music. It's just it's whatever. Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's like a freedom of,
Yeah, exactly.
to an extent. I feel like there's some people that should be canceled.
Yeah, I have a middle point. I think absolutely separate the art from the artist, absolutely. But I feel like we can't just like ignore people that say these heinous things. We need to like at least say like, hey, don't say that's not cool. I agree, like don't attack them or anything, but like just say like
don't attack the business until the business starts becoming too personal.
Yeah, and
just like
and
with,
impactful.
with like the Kanye stuff. Just say we gotta like we can't just like ignore that. But
I think if we just all write them off as crazy, put them on the outskirts of like influence, and then just respect the product.
Cancel the person,
Well,
not the product.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, if Kanye was like, I'm going to run for political office, we should all flame him and be like, get out of this. He did. Oh my God. Yeah. And we should be like, leave. Please run away. This is horrible. But when he makes music, I think if you should not listen to him because you don't like what he says and stuff.
Yeah. That's really cool. I like this. This is a good hot take.
Yeah, we get a lot of.
Did you have to get going?
I like that.
We have a good variety.
I just stay for this.
He was able to stay for the hot take. It is great. We were trying to keep this tight, but it did go. Will, congratulations on your first episode.
Good to see you.
Have me back.
Yep.
It was great.
Peace out, girls.
Signing off. There you go.
He is signing off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off.
You want to scoot a little bit? Like, want to go here? Or should I go there?
I want to move over here.
All right.
Ryan, do we need anything?
I think we are all good.
I think we're all good, bro.
We're all good, but thank you, Will.
Peace out, Will.
Have a good night.
You too.
His name was Will. Good.
Yes.
There you go.
Will had a class at 8 o'clock.
Welcome to Clemson
And it is
University.
7:58, by the way. Dedication by Welsh.
It was Will.
I forgot.
I was about to tell you, you have to
I did that, Will. My bad.
All right, we're gonna make sure that this doesn't get broken.
It's all right.
But nonetheless, we are back here with 4 people, and if you guys want to kind of scoot
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
touch the mic.
My mic's like connected to this thing, and it's also I've been tangling around my foot. So
Mid-show adjustment right now.
There you go.
All right, but with that being said, we're moving on to the next topic.
Oh, you're really close to me.
4 to score is the next topic, and if you guys don't know what this segment is, and for those that are new,
I don't know what this segment is.
I have not done it with any of you, have
No,
I?
you
I made this
have
last
not.
year. So 4 to score, I give you guys each an item. Not each, but like I give one item out, and then each of you have to rank it 1 to 4.
Okay.
1 is the lowest point, 4 is the highest, but the points do change. In other words,
Oh, we're giving them points.
like not point, but it's like, let's say if you want to give it a 1, okay, it could either mean awful, it could mean I wouldn't want to do that. It's basically not wanting to do it. It's the negative part.
Okay.
4 would be the most positive you can give it.
Okay.
Yes, I like it. It's absolutely awesome. I would
So it's
totally
not
do
like
it.
first, second, third. It's like four's.
Yes.
I got you. Perfect.
Correct.
Let's go.
So you're just gonna, if you were to write it, you just write like a number on here.
I got
and that's
it.
how you're
Okay.
gonna give
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I got you.
So they're writing on whiteboards. That's what I'm looking at. So 4 to score, the first topic I'm doing, and I saw this earlier because I thought this was hilarious, and I'll give you my number 2, and I'll give it first. Getting a tattoo in a foreign language.
Foreign language.
Getting a tattoo in a foreign language. This is you personally. How do you feel? 1 would be I would never do that. 4 would be I would absolutely do that.
I'll go 3 because I think getting a tattoo in English is so corny. Like that'd be so lame. Like imagine think about something in China and it says like I don't even know like what would a Chinese tattoo even say? I don't know what they say. But I think if you translate out of English and just got that in like English print, like Times New Roman, like that just looks cornier and stuff. Yeah, no, I mean that would be like a 2 to me. Like no disrespect to that, but I think it's better because it's a little more cryptic. It just the symbols look better.
I feel like you don't just get like print words. You get like a style of a word. I mean, it would just be like enough.
It'd be like a Chinese one would be like a symbol of the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Chinese
then
symbols look cooler than American letters. Like I just think in general. Yeah.
well, let's put
No,
it. I saw something about this I can share at the end. Go ahead.
Okay. Like ranking or?
Either one. You can share your opinion if you want to do a
I don't know. I see where you're coming from, but for me, I went with the 1. I don't know if it came out in camera, but I went with the 1 for the reason of I've been told by my family, tattoo, get disowned. So I'm not getting tattoos.
All right, word.
No tattoos. No tattoos for me.
Straight to the point.
I wouldn't get.
Family's dumb, man.
They'll probably watch this, Caden.
Don't worry, Caden's already struck out with Will. He's gonna strike out with your family.
My family
Yeah.
did something like that, but I still got one anyway, so.
Oh, sick! I didn't know you had one.
I didn't know you were
Yeah,
just
I-
saying.
Maybe it's because you've had
Like
long
what-
sleeves on, so I just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Drew. Give your ranking.
I have 3 on my board specifically because it looks so tough on the Notre Dame player that has it. He has the jersey on the back and he has the Chinese symbols. But if you get like a little symbol that means like peace or hope or like Seek Discomfort, a brand that I love. Shout out Seek Discomfort. It would be really cool.
Yeah, like
to like have a message that you love and no one else knows it but you.
the word peace just would look way cornier than the symbol for peace.
No, I agree. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can agree with that, but I'm gonna split this table rate in half. You guys got 3, we got 1. My family is very similar. Get a tattoo, not disowned quite enough, but like, yeah, now they're like, okay, think about it. But when I was younger, they were like, you better not get a tattoo.
I got you.
I'm like, I'm gonna get one. I draw like a marker on my arm.
I think
But no.
like Y'all's is more on tattoos in general, though, and I think it's the lettering and specific.
Well,
the four
here's
letters specifically, I think.
my other thing. Yes,
Okay.
I don't like tattoos, but my thing is, imagine going to a country like, let's say you speak Chinese and you walk into America, or this is gonna sound weird, but like, how about we put it this way? Let's say you're American. This is better, and a Chinese person comes in with a tattoo that says water.
I think
Doesn't it look weird?
No, I'd be kind of honored. I'd be like, you like our symbols like that? That's kind of cool. I think that's weird because our letters aren't as cool looking as their symbols.
Yeah, but this
Like,
At
whole
least in tattoo.
Do you think that they think that our letters look cool? 'Cause, like,
I don't
it's
think
like
so.
a different
They would
culture.
have to,
I
because
don't think so.
their symbols are essentially our alphabet.
No, I think it's ours.
So
it's
in
ours.
other words,
know,
they
but-
would be looking
yeah.
at ours like, oh, that's actually kind of a cool like
It's
design,
normalized
like
for
V.
I don't know. I think maybe it's normalized for them, but I definitely don't think they think our letters look cool. I think the symbols do look cooler in China.
But they also grow up learning. Like
Yeah.
we learn ABC.
Like that,
I think
that's like common for them, like those letters.
That's what you're saying.
I think it depends on like the word that you put, because obviously water would be
Water.
super weird. But like if you had like if you were a
It was
Chinese
like
citizen,
Philippians, and you put that on your arm, and it just said Philippians in English. I feel like I'd be like, oh, that's weird. Y'all think our symbols are cool, but we think yours are cool too.
Like most likely they're gonna be like Q, V, W, X, because they're gonna think it's like cool like that way, because they won't know how to like. Spell
Oh, what
it.
if they just pick the coolest letters? That'd be sick. It would be if they just did like LLQVL or something like that. Oh, that'd be funny.
he said Q is a cool
LMNOP.
letter. He went against his
No,
point.
yeah, on a tattoo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
To me, it's just like I saw an Instagram
It's
reel.
like the alphabet's a bunch of like cute little print letters, and it's like a tattoo symbol in the middle of it. It's cute. It makes no sense.
'Cause I saw like the Instagram reel, and it was a Chinese guy who had seen like girls or like a guy or something walk in with the Chinese symbol, and he decided to go put on a temporary tattoo that said water and just walk around America, and you see everyone going like, "What the heck are you doing?" Like
That's
that
funny.
kind of
I like
thing.
it.
But so that was one. Here
I like how
comes.
we averaged out to a 2. Like it's a 2.
There you go.
It is a
this
solid
is a
2. It
solid
is a
two.
solid 2.
whatever. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Completely averaged it out.
So for your second 4 to score, again, 1 is I would never do that. 4 is I would absolutely do that. 2 and 3 is whatever it goes in that way. So the second one is spending 24 hours in a haunted house. The catch, you cannot leave for any reason.
Do I have people there, or is it just me?
By yourself. By yourself in a haunted house. You have all the food you can survive in 24 hours. You have all the water. You have all like the bathroom, the running
Like-
water. You cannot leave.
This is stupid.
On my
I
own
wanna
free
be
will,
really-
am
is
I
there
am I
any, like,
choosing to do
example?
this, or am I like is it like a dare? Am I like what's the?
You're
scenario?
put into it.
Will
Whether it's a
will-
dare, whether you
Someone-
chose.
Did I
someone
did
that's,
I
like,
agree
cool,
to it
like,
or
peer
like?
pressure me? Was someone like, yo,
Would
should
you
do
agree?
this?
That's the
You should
question.
do this for it.
Let's say it's a punishment. Would you agree to
No
that?
benefit.
Did like,
Absolutely not. Not a chance.
I want to be tough so bad.
Zero
I get so
benefit.
scared.
I'm going 1, 2. We're gonna average this out of the one.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
I am not going into
That's
that.
really scary. Yeah, I'd scream when I get jumped out on. I'd be like, I don't like this. I'd be like, this place is haunted.
I was curious because like
Yeah.
you never know how the haunted house goes. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
a bad
one.
question. It's just,
Like-
I say no. I'm not a big fan of this. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of horror movies. I don't know.
It is not me. It is not me. Horror is not me. This is not a horror panel. That's why we're be for real and not be for scared. So like, or be real scared. I guess would be a better one. So the third one, I like this one because I think this is a fun one to talk about. How would you rank or rate a road trip with no destination? You just drive around.
I can make that better.
I got you. Oh, we all have. I won't spoil anything. I said 3.
Wow.
I
You didn't
said.
spoil anything.
I didn't spoil anything. I said 3. I'm sorry, y'all. I said 3. I love talking, and road trips is a place where you can just talk for a long time. But I like to get cramped in cars for a long time. But I love talking for a long time. Yeah, I could keep a road. I'm a guy like if you want a road trip for like 10 hours and stuff, like we won't run out of things to talk about. You might be sick of hearing me talk, but like it won't be silent. Yeah.
I love music. I love driving. I love seeing places that I've never been to. I love cool views. I think that's just everything you can look for on a road trip. And I love hanging out with my friends. Just a good old time, riding a car.
That is really cool.
Fair. Following Caden, I went with 3. I enjoy hanging out with my friends. It's a good time. I like driving, but I feel like with no like destination, I'm gonna get a little bit like sick of driving. I feel like I like knowing how much further I have to go, and then it starts to get like a little bit like feels like I'm driving forever at a point.
Okay.
But I do like hanging out with my friends though.
This is kind of crazy because I feel like we're all on the same page. I don't know how we got this lucky to do it. I got a 4, so we're like flipped.
It's like we're good friends.
somehow we all have the same mind.
Be for real road trip.
This is, and I'm gonna say 4
Keep it real
because
on the road.
it's like it's fun. I drove a lot growing up. We would go to colleges, we'd go drive to vacations and all. It's just fun. You sit out there, a lot of people are like, oh, you just sit in a car. Yeah, you sit in a car if you don't want to talk or do anything, but if you actually find ways to have fun, you can actually pass the time really easily. Card games, looking out the window, sleeping. It's pretty well on a road trip. But I love to just sightsee and drive around anywhere. Have you ever gone on like a midnight drive or like a midday drive where you just drive and have no destination?
At some points in my life, every single night. Yeah.
Yes.
I loved it. Yeah,
It's just fun to do that. Now you waste gas, you got to pay money, but like money factor gone, it's enjoyable. It's nice and relaxing.
I think conversations are different too, knowing that you have that much time to talk too. Like I think you're more willing. Like when we went on the we went to the ACC championship. It was 3 of us and a couple other people and stuff, and then or 3 of us and Riley. And we went and like we decided we were like we're gonna make a top 12 college football playoff bracket. We're gonna go through each matchup. We're gonna get a random number generator. We're gonna pick 1 through 100. We made a whole game out of it. We did what we would do. We did what the committee would do. We did like multiple.
We did it like 2 or 3 different.
Yeah, we were like we're here for 3 hours. We might as well do it. And then once we committed to going through the process, it was so much fun. And we would never do that like at Schletter and stuff.
Yeah, we're not gonna sit here like, all right.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Break it down, 1 through 12.
There's a point of like we're stuck and we're in it together. Let's make the best out of it, and it can really reap some good conversations.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I like that question. I liked it a lot.
I absolutely love it. So now to wrap this up with the last one. Now to remind you, you're ranking this based on how likely you would do this. Okay, 1 not likely, 4 very likely you do it.
It's gonna be a bad thing.
Spending a week without portable electronic devices.
I'll be honest.
I'll also be honest.
Yeah, I would do terrible. I need to have the ability to communicate with a person at all times. I don't know if that's like a new generation like flaw, you know, I don't know if that's like a problem and stuff. That's probably new to like this. But like if I'm in a place where I have no ability to talk to anyone at all, that freaks me out. I would get really lonely without a portable device, which is kind of sad. But like, because I mean, and I say that like I'd be around people constantly, but like when I go home, it's like 9 p.m. No one's hanging out. Like I'd be like, oh my, what am I doing until I go to sleep at like 2? Like I'm talking to no one. Like that would stress me out a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So I went with
My attention span's okay.
a little bit higher. I went with the 2. I agree with you most part. I don't think I would do very well without one, but I feel like it'd be good for me. I feel like, you know, being like college student, I feel like we're on our phones a lot. And I feel like a good, like, you know, a detox week would probably do me good. I don't know if I would like it. I wouldn't like it, but it'd probably be a good thing for my health.
Sure. I'm on a 2.5, leaning towards a 3 because my phone. Caden knows my phone's dead all the time. I'm
right now.
My phone is on 4% right now. So basically, I just love being off my phone. I run around with my camera, go to Clemson sporting events, take photos, and do that a lot.
He is off his phone a lot. He's big on that.
I don't need my phone. I hang around with the people that I have, and when I go home, I hang around with those people. It's just how my life is.
I like it. And I'm gonna raise the bar a little bit higher and go to 3. I'm gonna go full-blown 3. This might sound crazy, especially my parents, because when I was home, I'd do a lot on Instagram. But I feel like I need a refresh. So if I had the opportunity to do this, I would. Problem is, school is there, and I'm paying for school, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Computer,
That's
you kind
fair.
of got to do
You
it.
need the
That's
computer.
fair.
Plus, I gotta be able to.
So much makeup work to do too if we did this. Yeah,
Exactly.
Computer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But if this was like over the summer and it was just like, all right, go like a week without your phone, and I didn't need it because of work or anything, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. Like if I don't need my phone and I just use it for like Instagram or any social media or anything, I would be very likely to do it. I don't respond that well anyway in text or anyone that responds to me. You guys may know I've texted me before. Grant, we've texted like once. So you haven't experienced it yet, but hopefully you don't. I'm trying my best not to.
You've texted like once. I've texted like 8 times. We've texted like once. All right, Brian.
Yeah, like I'm pretty bad at responding. I'm getting better. You've caught me on my development, my positive development. They caught me at a lull, at like a really low time. I just did not respond.
I love it when we see it.
So, but I think I would actually enjoy not having the portable ones, because you could still have a TV because it's not portable. It's just there.
fair.
But leaving the house, like not having to do it, I think it'd be nice and refreshing to not have something in my face that's an electronic.
absolutely
Even though I do it a lot right now.
I think
Yeah.
if you took away the like if I just locked in and didn't care about like the communication thing and gave me like an iPod, I'd be okay. I gotta listen to something too. You know,
Flip phone?
Music is fun.
I don't need a flip phone. Give me a flip phone and an iPod. I think I'd be really fine. I think I'd be fine. It'd be like a 3 for me. But yeah, no.
MP3 player
Yeah,
and a
hell yeah, exactly. Yeah.
MP3 no, GS.
Oh, PG.
Xbox for
That's
Xbox.
All George.
There we go.
PC-13.
All right, moving on to the last topic. I believe we're coming up on probably about 30 minutes, 25, 30?
Sounds about right.
40? Yeah,
I think we might be
Something
hitting
like
40.
that.
What's Landry gonna do? What's she gonna do?
We're gonna try. We're gonna try come at Caden
Let's hit
because
it
I
out.
want my show
I
to
didn't say
continue.
that. Wasn't me.
Drew just slightly switch shifts over.
So give me a stern talking to, and I'll be snarky, and then she'll leave. We will never bring it up again.
All right, so for the last
Now I'm kinda
topic,
scared a
Don't
little.
let her see that.
yeah, you might be. You should show this at the meeting.
No one.
Caden's been fired as of effective
I'm
immediately.
not on beef real next week. Landry.
For-
Yeah. Oh man.
For this last topic, Caden's just gone. We're like wondering where he is.
I'm
There's so many questions no one's
jail
asking
with
them.
John. I'm in jail. I'm John's cellmate. Yeah, exactly. Is she
Oh my
framed
gosh.
before?
So the last topic is real decisions. Real decisions are basically I give you an opportunity, basically a would you rather, and then you have to choose between the two questions. We're gonna try to keep this semi-short of a response, but I would like a little bit of conversation if you can make it.
Yeah.
Don't try to force it, but if you can make a conversation, let's see if we can get this.
Always can.
So here's the first one. It's gonna be crazy because why not start with crazy? Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I'm not gonna write anything down for that.
You don't even have to write it.
I'm gonna write something down. I love the whiteboards.
So it's either pick a fight with one horse-sized duck. Now, a horse is pretty big.
Okay, question.
This is like a huge.
Is the duck attacking me or is it just a duck?
You're in a fight.
So we're.
So I think they're both trying to
So
attack
the duck
you.
is mad at me.
The duck is mad at you, and the 100 little horses are too.
I think you got to go with the horse-sized duck. I don't think I could deal with 100 of anything.
That's a fair
Like
point.
that's 100 a lot. I feel like one. I wouldn't do well, but I feel like get like one like knee kick in there, like
Oh,
just
yeah.
kick it in the shins. Maybe it'll go down.
Maybe you got to get around it because it can fly. That's the
I know
other
it can
issue.
fly, but like it doesn't have arms. It can't like punch me or anything. Like
No, but it has a beak. Like it can peck you, and it's just about head height. I mean, it's a little above your head.
yeah, but it's like take its head back a little bit. I'm gonna like know it's like
That's true. That's true. You could try and dodge it.
like a video game. You know, gotta like memorize like the attack
Gotta
patterns.
remember before you get knocked out. It's
Dodge,
like, all right,
dodge away.
dodge left, dodge
There you
right,
go.
roll right, roll
So-
left.
I think 100. I think you're dying either way, but I think I have a better chance against 100. I mean, this is like 50 duck-sized horses, and this is one horse-sized duck. And like, I don't know, like this doesn't look that bad. I feel like just looking at the list, I feel like I could.
Is that 50?
It's like, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not gonna have the
I might be spreading some
That-
propaganda here.
that can't-
Yeah, I think that's like 30. That might be 20.
Forward. I was trying to.
I
spread some
appreciate the
propaganda.
diagram though.
Yeah, I was trying to spread a little
He's trying to lie to
propaganda. I was trying to make, you know what? Duck-sized horse. I'll take the duck-sized.
I think I'm taking.
The duck-sized horses, you said?
Yeah,
We have one and
sure.
one, one and one. Okay.
So I'm taking the one big one. I don't know what this.
The horse-sized
the
duck.
horse-sized.
I'm
duck.
taking the
Okay.
horse-sized duck because ducks have no like fight or flight really. I mean, to a horse's knowledge, they don't. Horses have more like of a fight or flight because they're bigger and they like have more
I
prey.
picture
I think
horses running away. Are horses domesticated?
They can be or they can.
ducks have less fighting instincts, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so they have less
I'm
of a
not smart
fight
enough to
instinct.
disagree. Maybe you might change my mind then if that's true. I mean, yeah, I'll fight the duck.
What do ducks have to fight?
But I would rather do the 100 horses because they can't climb. You can just get on like a ledge that's a little bit high enough. It's not like they're still gonna be able to jump like a horse. They'll jump like a horse, but in duck proportions. Does that make sense?
Like then you
Like-
don't win the fight though. If you're just like running away from the like, what do you do then?
But if you can get up high enough and then
I
like,
think you're losing either way though. But
'Cause you don't
I,
have any
I
weapons.
kind of agree with that.
yeah, you don't have any weapons. It is just your bare fist or whatever like clothes you have on, like type of thing.
yeah, okay. The clothes I have on, I don't know if I'm using those.
Basically what you're wearing right now.
Yeah, all
You
right.
know, I just think like 100 is just too many. It's like the whole. Have you ever heard the joke like how many like kindergartners could you take on? Like
Oh, like a basketball
that-
game?
like-
that's a
too
great
many,
question.
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
a
should
like
do that.
a lot is like that's
Might
like
be.
there's
Or
like
shadow.
a big numbers like that's a lot of like things to fight. Like that's
Kill one of them and then just like use it as like a. That's the kindergarten one. That's what I would do with the kindergarten. I would grab his arms and I just.
I didn't say that.
You're
I would just
playing-
do that.
you're-
But who's getting to me if I'm doing this with the kindergarten?
I thought you're playing basketball with the kindergartners.
No, it's how many.
no, you're not. You're not.
Yeah, fight it.
I'm like, why are you swinging a guy at like
I
basketball?
would do that. Like, yeah, I would just take the 5-year-old like that, and I feel like no one's gonna come after me if I'm swinging around that fast. I think I can get until I get dizzy to the 500 maybe. I can get
No, not a chance. There's
Yeah.
not a chance.
No, no.
They need a clean kick in the balls, and I'm out. I think that's what it takes, and I'm protecting that area. They're not getting in my face. I'm
Should make that your hot take
They're
next
not
week.
getting in my face. Dude, a 5-year-old punching me like this, it's gonna be like right here. Like they're, yeah, I mean, you know, they're. Protect one area. If I wear a cup, I think the number doubles.
Which like
If
imagine.
they get you down on the ground, you're cooked. Because they're stampeding
Yes,
you.
absolutely.
But like, imagine like 500 kindergartens all like running towards you. That is like that's a
When
horrifying
I
sight.
was in the elementary school
All
like,
angles.
assembly, I look and I'm like, I could take all these kids. Like, I think
At once.
I thought about that before.
Bring it. Come on.
I have 3 younger siblings. When my oldest brother was in elementary school, I was like this classroom, and now I'm older, and my littlest sister, I'm like this school. You know, it grows. Palmer, shout out Palmer. I'd say I could get a grade when Palmer was in elementary school. Now finally,
When you're swinging, this way, this is just how gravity works. So when you're swinging a kid this way, these kids will eventually get to you.
okay.
They will.
Okay, no,
Let's just let me show
I've had this
this. If you don't see this, this is what he just drew. And the proportion is clockwise? Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise.
No,
Okay.
There's a reason we're not art majors.
I've had
Let's
this.
just-
I've had this conversation.
I just wanted to show the diagram because that's going to be our
There's a reason we're
thumbnail.
not art majors.
No 5-year-old is brave enough. They're timid. If you're doing this as fast as you can, no one's
no,
gonna
no.
take
This
that.
is a
They're
scenario-
doing
Yeah, but
it.
they don't
running
have
after
process
you.
it. They can't process that.
So this is a scenario where they're all like hell bent on getting to you. Like they're not thinking like
They have
like,
one
they're
goal.
all like
we have to be.
they're on attack mode.
We have to all be equally motivated though. If they're in attack mode, I'm in fight or flight too.
No, yeah,
I'm seeing
absolutely.
that too. Yeah,
You're getting
absolutely.
attacked.
So what do you
by all
think? You're
these-
just going to go faster? Like,
Yeah, no, yeah, dude. You know, like soldiers get shot in the shoulder, they don't feel it and stuff. I'm
adrenaline.
no, instead you're going to get bit on the knee.
If you get hurt, you don't feel it. If you get injured, there's nothing you can do about it. I think I'm cracking some skulls. You can't do anything about that. They might get a good old punch to my
By the time you get to here, these kids will stampede you. That is how it
as
works.
fast as I can.
There are
I'm like this.
200
I'm
kids on
swinging
this
a kid
side.
Like, I'm swinging a kid like this. There's a kid behind me. I'm going towards him. He's running up. He's gonna do it like a. He's gonna. That's
no.
how
You know
what you could do?
5-year-old's gonna.
You know what you could do? Grab one on each arm and
It's a
just spin like a
5-year-old.
war.
You would get so dizzy like after like maybe 10.
Yeah.
No, then you go the other way, 'cause if you
that's
spin-
the best argument.
But if you spin the other way, you undizzy yourself.
Or can I like? Can
I don't
weird,
think
but,
it's
like,
how that. I don't
how
think
heavy
it's
a
how that works.
There's centrifugal force.
Can I
don't
like?
think-
Can I like do that? Like.
No, what you should do is just grab
Are they too
two.
heavy?
Just grab two
I have 2.
and just swing.
I like.
Also, but like muscle fatigue, you're gonna get tired after like a few.
Yeah, your
like,
shoulders will.
But we're in fight or flight. I'm not feeling that.
I got a better question though.
Yeah, eventually.
All right, let's hear.
You
it.
have who would win? 10 3-year-old ten toddler-sized Dan Campbells, or 2 Wembanyama-sized.
Margot Robbie's.
No,
Okay.
I'll say Joel because Joel's bigger, or like Jokic, like 2 Jokic-sized 8-year-olds, or 10
Well, how
toddler-sized Dan Campbells.
How strong? The stronger one. How strong is the Jokic ones? Like, are they?
They're both just trying to fight. It's an
they
8-year-old basically essentially versus Dan Campbell. The difference is Dan Campbell is like 2-3, and the 8-year-olds are
think the
7-2.
8-year-olds
Is he 2-3 yoked?
No, honestly,
8-year-olds take that.
He's like Dan Campbell, but put him in 2-3 version.
honestly, I think Dan Campbell got
2'3".
that. I think just he has like the instincts, like
I see what you're
he,
saying.
he has the linebacker like.
If it's Dan Campbell, though, his arms will weigh the 2'3" so far down that he'll just be glued to the floor.
Just think his proportions are like tinier. Like
I think. First of all, I think there's a chance that the 8-year-olds just give up really quickly in the fight. If you want to do that, because they're 8-year-olds and Dan Campbell's tougher than them. But I think I would pick the toddlers, or the 8-year-olds that are like huge, because I think that like they're bigger. And
they're
stuff.
taller. It's
I think-
tough to
yeah,
do.
But also Dan
weight
Campbell,
class.
if you can go for like the knees, tackle
Right, the
low.
kneecaps.
That's how
kick
that's how
him.
you tackle like a Derrick Henry. You got to get him low. And Dan Campbell, linebacker,
Derrick Henry
goes low.
historically has been difficult to tackle though.
Yeah, he has been a little different.
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I think I win both scenarios. The
Yeah,
two,
I think you would
and the 8.
too. Yeah, I think so. But I think
That's crazy. But I agree with that.
you think
That's
you
crazy.
wouldn't beat a Nicole Jokic size 8-year-old? I think yeah.
Are you saying you yourself if you go up
wait,
against
If I go against 2 of
no,
Nicole
I-
Jokic
I-
8-year-olds,
you
I
voted
win.
down.
I agree.
8-year-olds?
I agree.
They were 8.
Yeah.
They were 8.
Yeah, they're 8, but that's
Yes.
right. Like no,
7-foot 8-year-olds.
But like 8-year-olds are kind of wild. Have you ever?
Oh, true.
Like
But
they're,
do they have
I'm,
Jokic
I'm smart.
strength?
you're
I'm a
smart,
college
but you're
kid.
not tall. These guys are
We're
7.
tougher.
These guys are like
Like,
2 feet taller than you.
Push an
Well,
8-year-old
foot
in the
and a half.
stomach, they're crying their eyes out.
Height doesn't matter when you have boxing experience.
Height matters when you
Yeah,
have
but 8-year-olds just
Let me show you
wail.
why height matters in your box experience.
Oh.
Look.
Okay. Look at the.
Oh, my mic's off.
It's
we'll find
Throw
out
a
that
punch.
next.
Throw a punch. This is why boxing length matters in boxing. Yeah, that's. I would stand. If we boxed, I would stand right here, and I would just back up when you get closer and just.
That's
keep
dumb.
delivering.
I'll duck you.
That's
and
not
then
dumb. That's
I'll throw
what
a jab.
boxers do. That's what long.
Well, but like,
boxers
okay,
are
but
really good at.
if you're talking about like the Dan Campbell
I could never
8-year-old thing, the 8-year-old can't punch that far down. Like the Dan Campbell's gonna have a free shot at the
I think
legs.
he would just kick them, step on their heads. 7-footer could step on an 8-year-old head, or a toddler size head, 100%.
Yeah.
They jump. They could just be jumping around.
Yeah, yeah.
8-year-olds
Okay.
are bouncy. Yeah.
I feel
All right. We're gonna bring this back together. We went on a tangent.
Big ones.
move
You
on.
keep picking the little ones, the
We-
quantity. It's funny how we disagree consistently on that.
We went on a tangent. I'm gonna give you 2 more because the third one I think we've kind of already answered through all the other fighting. So I'm gonna give you 2 more. I'd like.
Wait, what was
short
the third one?
responses.
What did we
The
already?
one that I was gonna say was, would you rather wrestle a bear or an alligator?
All right, bet. Yeah, that's perfect. We can.
So I feel like that one's kips because we did the Dan
We already did
Campbell
some
8-year-old.
fighting
You talked enough
And the
about
8-year-old Dan Campbell are essentially the
fully
same.
agree. Yeah.
So I feel like the 8-year-olds would be the bear and Dan Campbell would be the alligator. Maybe. I don't know. Either way. So we're going on to the second one. Sorry, the third one. Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a famous villain? I want about a sentence or maybe 2 sentences of an explanation.
Okay.
We're going to keep this short because we are coming up on like an
All
hour.
right, I'll start off again. It's gotta be for me the unknown hero, because if you're the villain, people are gonna be coming for you like every day of the week. People are gonna like have your number. If you're a superhero, you just kind of just go around, save the city. No one's coming to try and get you at all times. You're just like you're just chilling out.
Be unknown.
I would love to play devil's advocate, because I think everyone's gonna say unknown superhero, but I would love to play devil's advocate because what if you're just a supervillain making millions of dollars and you're in Cancun, sitting down, you're satisfied with your life being a villain, and you're just like, I'm living the life and I'm just chilling,
Kingpin.
doing my thing, yeah.
Unknown soup, but I would hate that. I would hate
Unknown soup,
unknown superhero.
like
but
Charlotte
I
or
would-
dining hall guys.
I would hate that. I would hate both of those. But I guess this would drive me crazy. Like my personality, people would have to know all the good things I did. But I also don't want to be a villain. That sounds awful too. Yeah.
I'm
That's
between
my one
two.
thing.
I'm between two because I like the famous villain, but it is tough because like I'm not a bad person inside, so I'd have to envision myself.
Unlike
being
Drew.
me.
Yeah.
I'd have
Yeah.
I'd have
I'm not
to,
a
like-
bad person, so
Hayden's like statement before was completely false when he said it earlier in the show. It's not like Drew. Drew's not like that. No.
I was lying to him because he's evil.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I'd like that, but I guess I'd probably have to go unknown superhero. But how much fun would it be to be like a Joker, where everyone actually supports you too, like in
A
Gotham?
cool villain would be sick.
For fun, I'm gonna say famous villain, but in my heart, I know I'd be an unknown superhero.
I feel like it'd be fun for like a week. Then everyone trying to come after you every day.
I'd love to be
You're
like
always like paranoid. Like I wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, then you can't escape. Paparazzi for the villains are following you.
Be like Megamind would be sick.
Well, I mean, he's not really a villain though.
He wanted to be so bad.
I mean,
you really tried.
It's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
you really tried.
All right, well, we're gonna move on to the last question of the show. Again, very short explanation for this one, but if you do have a conversation starter that's really good, that's for me to decide. And we're gonna see if it goes. I'll let you go. But the last one. Would you rather never be able, this is gonna be a little confusing, it's kind of like the duck-sized horses thing. Would you rather never be able to open a closed door or never be able to close an open door?
That is tough. That is tough.
You wrote it.
I feel like it's a matter of. I feel
For
like
those that may not know,
Yeah. Wait.
I respect Drew for this because this is
no,
not
Drew,
a,
shut the
You
board.
wrote down NOCD, and he went, never open, closed door, never. It worked for him. So it worked. I didn't know. I've never heard of a brain being like that before.
It works though. It works.
Yeah.
It works.
That was
All right. So is it open closed or closed open?
Yeah, I'm referencing it.
I think it's got to be never be able to close an open door.
Okay.
Because I feel like, first off, that's just like that's a bad. It doesn't end well. If you get trapped in a room, you can't get out of there unless someone lets
you
you.
could die in that situation. Yeah.
No, I feel like it's a matter of like I
true.
think it's a matter of like ability versus privacy. You're not gonna be able to like close any doors. Like bathroom doors, you can't close it anymore. But like I feel like you have to be able to open doors to live. I feel.
It'll become natural over time. It'll become like the new norm.
It doesn't say you can't open a window though. You could open a window and get out. The problem is if you get stuck upstairs.
I think I
Okay.
open doors more than I close them, so I think I would rather close. Whenever you do questions like this, I try to think about what do I do more, and that usually helps me out. I think throughout my life, when I'm running errands and going to school and stuff, I'm opening doors more often. But you,
And COD.
I'd rather in COD than in Oct.
You do have to
I
think though
know.
that if someone else closes this door, you can't get in.
Yeah.
So if you're in a room and someone else closes that door,
I'd rather never.
or someone opens that door, you can't close it.
Yeah.
Like,
if I
it is
go
the
to the
opposite.
bathroom, I cannot close the bathroom door. That would be very embarrassing. When you said that, I thought, oh crap, that's.
Yeah, but I feel like you have to be able to open doors. Otherwise, like, if the door to this studio
Break a wall like
was
the Kool-Aid
closed,
Man.
we're all trapped here.
Yeah.
No one's coming for us.
The door is.
We would have to pull. We'd have to pull a Nola and shatter the window, shatter the door.
I'm thinking
There you
break
go.
the wall like a Kool-Aid Man.
What's this thing?
I like the idea.
It's that's a
Plaster?
wall.
Yeah,
Are they just
okay.
they just painted? I don't know if it's like I don't know
drywall.
how it works. Yeah, it's just drywall.
All right, what do you have, Drew?
Oh, I have never closed open.
Okay.
He was really.
I'm just trying to read the acronyms. Okay.
I had to think about it every time. I have to think about it every single time I say it.
Never door closed open. So that's what I-
Door open, close, never.
I have NCOD because it'll become natural over time to have so many open doors. People will get used to it. It'll be like, oh, this guy's just the open door guy. He doesn't care about privacy.
It's an open door.
I would love to play devil's advocate, but I have to agree. Like it's too much sense to not do it. And on top of that, you can always use a wall for privacy.
Yeah.
If you find a private room and just hide behind a wall real quick, let's say you're changing or doing something, like you could do anything behind
Yeah,
the
ask
door.
someone to close the door.
You could also just do it in the open, but that's for some people, not for
And
everyone.
you would eventually like if at this point in our relationship, I would probably have told y'all like, hey, I can't close doors. I go to a bathroom. Whenever I gotta piss, Drew, you trying to like subtly also have to piss with me at the same.
You start using human
No one
people for
knows.
like doors, like
Yeah,
you block
exactly. Yeah,
them.
and then Drew just walks by, slams the door, just walks out.
Does it also mean
both suck. I like this better.
you do have
Yeah.
to think though? You'd have to keep your car door open all the time because you would never.
That.
But you couldn't ever enter.
You couldn't
a car.
enclose
The other way is you
But,
couldn't ever
imagine you're
drive.
trapped in your car though.
But can
I get a
someone
Jeep.
else
Get a Jeep. I
close
just have a
the
Jeep
car
Wrangler.
door for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone else could.
I'd get a Jeep. There we go. I just saw the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, both issues are solved by a Jeep. Look at that. Jeep solve everything.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor Jeep. It's like, there you go. But that is it. Thank you guys for taking part in this. Thank you, Will, for being here. Wish you could have stayed for the rest of the conversation. Sadly, he had to go to a class. I'm actually about to run to something too. So we're all going there. Plus, dining hall is about to close. We're all hungry. But there is pizza in the Tiger if we want to see it.
Oh yeah. I'll go. Just get pizza.
But I do know we have to upload this episode anyway. So thank you all for tuning in virtually, in person. Caden, Drew, Grant. Why did I almost forget that? Let me restart that. From Caden, Drew, Grant, and me, myself, here in the Tiger Studio. Here in the Tiger Studio, we thank you guys for being here and joining us today. And as always, keep it real until next week when the next episode drops.
Wait, we can't end it.
Nope, I gotta run out.
We'll just sit here.
Is this gonna count? Like, is this? Are you?
Yeah, this is probably gonna be it.
All right, we're not gonna count.
I mean, we could,
oh,
if we
oh,
want,
wait, so
we
he
can
cuts
say
it
that
out.
we can, but I mean,
Yeah, no.
it builds
dude,
character.
Landry's gonna be like, the engagement went down so much.
It builds character. Everyone left, but we're
Builds
here.
character. What
Our dedicated fans stay.
We should have
what's the
Ryan
difference
come in
between a priest and acne?
This part of the video has to be censored out. Sorry,
Yeah, just
guys.
keep 45. We all stay for 40 more minutes because I say something dumb. That'd be awful. Oh my gosh. The temptation too. I'm gonna do it. I'm touching all bases.